All right, hello and welcome again to Retail Therapy. This is episode 8. I'm Matt Vicarious, and with me is
Nowell Monteo.
And we have a special guest, my brother, Kramer Vicarious. Say hi.
How's it going, guys? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you're one of our avid listeners, so had to have you on.
One of the 5 or 6.
Yeah, it's 5 or 6 people that actually come to our podcast every week or so, whenever we decide to put them out.
Yeah, even when we're gone for a month.
Yeah, it's good stuff. But so we're in a different spot than we're normally in. Normally we're in Noel's kitchen. This time we're at our house, so hopefully the recording quality is good. Kramer's looking at the bunny that's outside
it's actually a squirrel.
Is it a squirrel?
Well, I thought the bunny was on your fence. I was like,
Okay.
how did he do that?
Well, I don't think bunnies can climb
That's why I was
fences.
confused.
But anyway, yeah. So, unfortunately, I don't have a ton of retail topics to talk about today because I've been off for almost this entire week.
Yeah, and I've been off for 3 days this week.
Which days were you off?
Tuesday, yesterday, and today.
Okay, so unfortunately, not a lot of funny things that have happened to us at work, and Kramer works at a paper mill, so
Nothing funny there at all.
yeah, just a bunch of fat fatties that
Love to fish.
oh my
That's all I
god,
talk about.
Just a bunch of fucking New Balance shoes with bodies.
Dude,
yeah.
The very first day we had to fill out a form, what do you like to do? I swear, because getting to know each other.
Okay.
I swear to God, 99%. I love fishing, I love hunting. And then they come to me, I'm like, I like movies and golf, but I don't relate to any of you guys.
Oh yeah, that was probably my biggest thing with working summer help at a paper mill was having nothing in common with any of the people that work there because they're all like dudes in their late 20s, 30s, and they just love fishing, hunting, talking about their trucks.
And Jeff Foxworthy.
I don't.
Or Larry the Cable Guy.
People talk about those
I
guys.
know.
Still?
I just assume I assume they would like it.
I just assume they like it.
Yeah.
I mean,
God.
but yeah,
Awful.
I mean, you've kind of worked in an industrial environment, Noel.
Yeah.
Well, but you're working with your uncle, so it's different.
Yeah, but actually the closer association was when I was in my welding class.
Oh yeah,
at
there you go.
LCC,
Oh, jeez.
and I was the youngest person in that class.
Yes, a lot of camo hats and Romeos.
Oh my god, so many. And every I'd say 90% of the people in that class had to take a 10-minute smoke break.
Yep, of course.
All the time.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, well, fuck it. If they're gonna just take time out and just do nothing, I'm gonna go out there and just hang out.
Exactly.
And then my instructor's like, what are you doing out here? I'm like,
Take a smoke break.
taking a smoke
Why
break.
didn't you just pick up smoking? Just to get to 10 minutes
I almost
break.
did. I
Well,
almost did.
that's when I talk to people. Well, I mean, when I first started getting into the workforce, was people would complain about people who smoked taking smoke breaks, and I'm like, just say you're going on a smoke break and just chill out.
Yeah.
I mean, this was kind of before smartphones were super smart the way they are now,
Yeah.
but it's like, yeah, just say you're going out to smoke even if you're not smoking, because I feel like now nobody smokes.
Yeah.
I vape.
Oh,
Did you know that about me?
ooh, you're a vapist.
Gross.
Oh, I know it's douchey. I absolutely know. I love it though. I
At
don't
least
okay.
you know it. That's like me with bad movies.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it like nicotine?
There's a little bit, but I do it just because I like the taste.
Okay, that's fair. I mean,
I
You
actually
like that sweet mango fruit blast in your gullet.
I actually you know the sour belts.
Oh, yeah.
Candy, that's
Oh, yeah.
what it's called. It's called berry belts. It's that flavor. I don't even like that candy.
Oh, I feel like that would just... it's like making my mouth water just thinking about it.
it just turns your mouth in the tightest butthole. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So, we brought Kramer in today because he's worked in the retail environment. He worked at a big box place. I don't know if you want to say the name of
Yeah.
it.
Fred Meyer.
Fred Meyer. Okay, there we go. Not Fred Myers, by the way. There's no S.
It's Fred Meyer.
So anybody that adds an S to it, go to hell.
Yeah.
Like J.C. Penney's.
Oh, J.C. Penney's, Leavenworth,
Leavenworth, like the town.
Leavenworth.
I know that. I
Yeah.
went there.
Oh
recently.
yeah, people call it Leavenworth.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, they throw an S on there. Why not?
Jesus.
I don't get it. But, yeah, so I know Kramer's told me some stories in the past, in passing about some funny stuff that's gone down.
Yeah.
And I know you took some notes, so what do you got for us?
I don't even know if I think I know a couple stories you're talking about. I don't know if I wrote those down, but there was
Okay.
one time. I bring this up because I noticed a couple of your guys' episodes, poop seems to be a theme.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
at least twice a week, people shit themselves.
What?
Not employees. Not employees.
Hold on now.
That's still crazy.
You did have a coworker that would occasionally poop his pants.
That was more like once a week.
Oh my
So
god.
here's the thing: the man was at least 450 pounds, and I don't know if he
Yikes.
I don't know if he actually did it or if he just said it because no one's going to question it and he can go home and take a half day. So I don't know if he did it. But that's not the story.
I need some sick time because I made a sick poop in my pants.
I just shorted up my back.
But he's also the guy that would eat 8 chicken strips at 8 in the morning for breakfast. So like,
I can't say shit about that. I feel like I would like to do that.
But you don't shit yourself.
That's true.
And you also don't weigh over 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So well, there was this one time. It was a pretty common thing. People shit themselves. But this guy, he was like, I think the guy was like, I've never shit myself, to be honest with you. I've never done it.
Yeah. I did it when I was like a little kid.
Oh yeah, okay, I did. But like as an adult, I haven't. And I don't know.
You're not just trying to blast out those hard farts.
Some people do it when they're sick and stuff. But I've been fortunate. I don't think I've ever done it. So. Yeah. But there was a guy. He's like, I don't know. He's probably 50 or something, and he
50 or something. So dad's age.
Yeah, dad's age. That's a very good point. So if I remember, I worked there. Like I said, this happened like 4 years ago, probably 3 years ago. Anyway, so this guy gets a customer because he was in the stall and he did it. So he walked into the stall. And he got a customer and said, hey, can you go get someone? The customer came out and got one of our managers.
Wait, hold on. So a customer...
Okay, sorry.
So somebody was in the stall.
Yes, and then he asked another customer, can you please go get someone that works here?
Okay.
So that customer
oh my God.
Came and got a manager, and then they went in there and said, can I help you? And I wasn't directly involved. I wasn't the manager that went in there, but I was in that... He came and told me immediately as it was happening.
Right.
So my manager goes in there, and the guy said, hey, I had an accident. My pants, I can't use them. I can't walk out.
Oh no!
I can't use my pants.
And then he comes out and tells me, and at this point in the story, I feel bad for him.
Sure.
So then my manager goes and gets him a pair of sweatpants, off the shelf, like a $12 pair of Brussels sweatpants or whatever.
Right.
Takes it into him, and he hands it over the stall, and the guy goes, "Oh, do you think I could get some jeans or something?"
No way.
He was making requests after he shit himself. So can I get a pair of Levi 501s or something?
That's a big dick move.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. I was blown away.
My God, he's just like, hold on now. I'm not wearing sweatpants.
Sweatpants out of the store.
I just shit on myself.
Yeah. So sweatpants are the pants of the shit himself version.
Yeah, exactly. some skinny jeans. I don't know what he wanted. So that one.
Wait, so was he trying to get him for free?
Well, because we were giving the sweatpants for free.
Yeah, that's fine. They're $12 sweatpants.
Yeah, but I don't want some pair of I don't know. I guess they wanted them free.
$4 dungarees.
Yeah, he wanted like a $50 pair of Levi's.
That's a big move to get a free pair of pants, though. I mean,
yeah.
Maybe I should do that more often. I should go into stores and just shit my pants and get some free pants.
Like, what if you did that in, like, GNC, though? They're not going to... They got nothing.
They're going to be like, we're going to wipe you with vitamins?
Exactly. Oh, man.
What do they sell at GNC? They don't have toilets at GNC.
Yeah. No, there's no way they do.
No.
Are GNC's actual stores, are they only in strip malls? I think they're only in
There's one in the mall, too.
Yeah, they're inside malls, and they're inside, like, strip malls. Yeah, basically, they're in a place where they have their own employee toilet.
Yeah, they have an employee toilet, but...
Yeah, so that story stuck out to me, man.
Yeah, well, speaking of poop stories, we got a squatty potty.
I noticed that when I went pee.
It is dope.
Oh.
There's no way to help it.
I haven't used it today.
Well, no, do you know what a squatty potty is? So basically, it's like a stool that you put that you put underneath your toilet, and it comes out, and you put your feet up on it. So you
get that prime pooping.
So you're like in power position, and apparently that's how you're supposed to.
Yeah.
That's how you're supposed to take a dump.
So like when you go poop in the woods, that's supposedly like the best way to shit.
Yeah, so it's supposed to unkink your intestines, and it is awesome.
Does it actually make it, dude? Does it make it just flow out?
Well, yeah, and it's just like it's all there. Like you're not like, oh, I don't think I got another one in the chamber. You're cleaned out.
I love how that's an invention when you could just use like two books.
Oh, totally could. You
know what I mean?
But I mean, this thing fits. I mean, it's so cheap. It's it's plastic. I think it was like $20.
$20, really? That was a Shark Tank thing. Did you know that?
Hey, it worked.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it's pretty dope. I mean, we're talking about this right now, but I had to mention it.
Dope.
It's so good. I get so excited now.
I just love fat dunks.
I gotta take a fat dump and just like yeah, just like legs up, just like ready to go. But apparently they make them in different sizes, and like you can get like wood ones if you want to get nuts with it. But yeah, if you want to go crazy. One of my favorite stories that Kramer told me about with Fred Meyer was working the customer service counter, and the people who would go to, because the scratch ticket machines,
yeah,
where you go up, you put in your money, you get a scratch ticket, and then you can win or whatever. Well, apparently these people would sit there for hours.
Dude, they would legit go spend like $100 in scratch tickets, scratch them, bring up their winnings, get cash, bring them back to the thing, and just do it for hours. They were gambling in Fred Meyer.
God!
So it's not like you go to a gas station, you got an extra $5 on you, and you're like, oh, yeah, let me go ahead and get a scratch ticket. Maybe they'll get lucky. They were like
playing their day, like let's go gamble.
Yeah, instead of going to a casino.
God, that's so crazy. I would never even think about that.
Where you get free drinks when you gamble. They're just sitting in front of the customer service desk at Freddy's.
Yeah, it was nuts, man. They did it all the time. Every day. Every single day they did it.
That's insane. Did they win, like, a lot of money?
Yeah, sometimes they won, like, $100 on a ticket or $200, but, like...
But they had to spend $100.
That's what I'm saying. They're spending, like, a lot of money on it. So there's no way they're... I guess they probably are making money. They had to be. Unless I'm just addicted to gambling.
Maybe there's really, like, that whatever that stuff
they're
is.
They're banned from casinos.
That's what I was thinking.
This is what they have to resort to.
Oh, yeah, they're banned from the You Bet Casino on Commerce.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
I haven't been to that dirt hole in a while.
I actually...
Oh, you've been there?
No, but I've been to LNA, and I hear you talk about that.
Oh, is that what it's called? I thought it was Alana.
Alani?
Alani or whatever?
That's how I always say it.
Oh, yeah, Alani. Okay,
I always say that, but it's actually LNA. Is how you pronounce it? I went there.
LNA?
Yeah, and I wish there was a funny story. I just enjoyed myself. It was
Yeah.
good. I liked it. I lost $80 on blackjack.
You get some fucking Michael Jordan steaks or whatever?
Yeah, you get those Jumpman steaks?
No, I didn't. I had a coworker today tell me, and he's from the South, he's like, you go there, it's awesome. Might not spend some money, but it's awesome.
The steakhouse?
Yeah, I guess he said it was really good.
I mean, it's a steakhouse.
Have you ever had yes, I have. I was going to say, have you ever had bad steak at a restaurant? But yeah, I have.
I've had bad steak at a restaurant.
Usually if there's overcooked.
Yeah, that's a problem. But you just gotta say, hey, give me a new steak. I don't want this.
Yeah.
Because you're spending the money on it.
Yeah.
God, steak sounds so good.
Yeah, not this year, but the last year at Manager's Conference, we went to Morton's Steakhouse. Oh,
fuck yeah.
Best steak I've ever had. And
that was in Vegas, you said?
No, this was in Anaheim.
Anaheim.
And we got a side of bacon wrapped scallops.
Ooh.
And they were the big scallops, like they were the sand dollar, like size scallops.
That sounds awesome.
Spent so much money on it because everything you pay individually, you pay for the steak, pay for the sides. It doesn't come with sides.
That is so strange to me.
Yeah,
is that normal at a fancy restaurant?
I think so. Okay. I'm not fancy.
Yeah,
I don't make a lot of money, so I don't eat at a lot of fancy places. But that was like one of the fanciest meals I had. Oh, and horseradish mashed potatoes.
That sounds awesome.
Excellent.
Not overpowering horseradish?
Nope. It was perfect.
Okay.
It was they were dynamite.
That doesn't sound bad.
But yeah, we like all the people that went, we kind of all got our own things and then stuff to share. So everyone was kind of like, "Hey, try my thing," and it was good.
Did you share any of your steak?
Yes, I did share some of my steak. Well, because I got other kinds of steak in return, so pieces of that and stuff like that.
Trading steak.
Yeah, it's kind of a common theme with the Managers Conference experiences where everyone's like, "Oh, try my food!
Yeah.
Oh, try my food!"
Cool.
And you end up eating half of what you originally got, and then bits and pieces of what everybody else got, which is pretty cool. So
nice. I've been eating steak a lot lately. Actually.
Yeah, you're on that Whole30 diet again.
Yeah, I'm doing the Whole30 again. This is the second time I've done it. I did it back in May, before we ever started recording this podcast. It went well. I mean, I didn't keep track of how much I weighed like right before we started it, but the last I had checked, which was like 2 months before that, I had checked my weight then, and then after we finished the Whole30, I had lost 20 pounds in that time frame of like
30 days.
Oh, 3-4 months maybe. Because like I said, I hadn't weighed myself since well prior to when we started the diet. But
so this was after your diet was done.
Yeah, Tara and I were kind of trying to eat a little bit healthier, having like a cheat day or whatever once a week. Back in like March, and then from that time until the end of May, I had lost 20 pounds, and then I decided to do it. I think we kind of both decided that just to do it again, because I mean, fuck it, we made through a month before.
Right.
It's not that hard. It's just kind of obnoxious sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to hang out with people and like, oh, let's get some food. Like, yeah, okay, I'll just be over here and eat my fucking almonds.
Yeah, exactly.
That's which is funny because that's something one of the guys I was at conference with, we talked about. When you're older and you're like in your 20s, that's what you do. You're like, oh, let's go hang out. Let's go get food.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, all right, let's go sit down somewhere. Let's have conversations and we'll eat.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's like probably like one of the best ways so everyone's off their phones.
Yeah.
Because generally people aren't like, well, I say that in my friend circle, but I see a lot of people go to restaurants and everyone's just faces in their phones. It's like, come on, guys.
That's because we have a good time when we all hang out.
That's true. Yeah.
Dude, blows my mind. You see like a husband and wife at dinner.
Oh yeah.
And they're just on their phones.
Yeah.
Scrolling through the Twitter.
They got nothing to talk about.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they do have something to talk about, but they just aren't because they forgot how to have a conversation.
Yeah, I don't pull my phone out ever if I'm eating dinner with people. I mean, I might check the time, but I don't text.
Yeah, unless I get like a notification or something, because I rarely get them.
Get all excited.
I'm like, ooh, yes,
Yeah,
I got a thing. Oh boy. But yeah, I rarely get notifications, so I'm rarely on it. Because usually if I'm with people, I had texts prior to be like, hey, when are we meeting up? Where are we meeting up? And then phones are away.
Yeah.
So.
Want to hear something sad? I went to Idaho about a month ago, and we stayed at Granny and Papa's old place.
Uh-huh.
And there's no service there whatsoever.
Right, because it's in a hole.
Yeah.
It's in a giant valley.
Yes. And no one had service unless we went up to the hill to like go to the store or something like that. So it was like a whole day, and we didn't leave, and we finally left. And everyone has their phone out, and their phone starts blowing up at the top. I didn't get one text. so sad.
Well, there's something kind of nice to that because
it really is,
because you're not constantly in the back of your head going, did I get something? Did I get something? So you're not like worried about it, which is why you're slow to text back when it comes to stuff because you're never expecting people to get to you.
Sometimes I'm not even slow. Sometimes I just don't do it.
Or you're like, I'll get back to that.
I literally have a text from a friend right now. We're trying to plan he wants to go to an Oregon Ducks game, and he's asking me about it, and he texted me like 3 days ago about it. I haven't texted him back. And he's buying the tickets. That's what the question's about.
What's wrong with you?
Oh my God.
I don't know.
It's so bad.
I know.
Especially if he's buying the tickets.
I know. Well, I'm paying him back, but still.
Okay.
But still, he's like, yeah, hey, what days do you want to go, or how much do you want to spend on them? And I just haven't.
Are you going to go to Eugene for it, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't care about the team, but, I think it's fun.
Just go to a college football game. Right on.
That's cool.
Yeah. Not for me, but
yeah,
it's whatever.
I haven't been in a while.
A lot of drinking involved, I assume.
Definitely. Yes, not for me, but that sounds all right. I mean, I actually did go into sporting events. I've only ever been to like baseball games, and that might be it. Actually, I've never been to a basketball game. Never been to a hockey game.
Never been to a pro football game?
Uh-uh.
Been to 3. I love it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
I can't remember.
Wow.
I've been to a couple, but I can't remember like which ones.
Do you watch football? Or are you not a football?
Not really. I mean, I like football, but I don't watch it actively.
I think it's the environment around it that's kind of like off-putting. Like just the people that are like, I fucking love it, and it's like, whoa, calm down.
It's probably the way they feel about us nerds. I mean, it's fine.
True. Yeah. I don't know. I guess there's a few people that are in your face about the things that they love. They're like, I love this thing. All right, okay, I get it. God, it's your favorite game. I get it. Wow, calm down. And people are like that with sports. Like they're just like, look at my jersey.
Sports ball.
Okay, yeah. You like the Seahawks? That's cool. That's fine.
I do get a little angry if someone tells me they don't like my favorite movie of all time because it doesn't make sense, and I get really frustrated.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
The Departed.
Okay.
I can't say I haven't seen it.
See, even that almost angers me. You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
It's a good
I don't want to hear it, dude. You haven't watched Star Wars.
I haven't seen one of them. I watched it as a kid. Do you remember when Mom and Dad rented that? I'm sure you do. You remember everything.
Yeah.
I fell asleep.
Yeah. I was a kid. To be fair, as a kid as young as you were, A New Hope is super boring.
Oh yeah.
Is that the one we watched? There was a lot of desert. That's all I remember.
Yeah. The first half of New Hope is very, very slow.
Should I give it a chance again? Star Wars?
Yeah. I'll let you borrow it. I've got the entire trilogy or the
saga.
The saga.
On Blu-ray?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. You can skip the prequels.
I'm a little picky.
You can skip the prequels. You don't need them.
Okay.
They're not necessary.
So it went the first 3.
Third one's alright.
Yeah. It's alright. It's the best of the 3.
It is.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
compared to the first
But you I mean, whatever. Agree to disagree.
Yeah.
No, you should watch The Departed. I own it on like 3 different devices.
I always hear about how good it is.
Yeah, it's one of Breezo's favorites too.
Good.
Which is like one of the few things that you two agree on.
We disagree on everything. I love the guy. He's a cool guy, but man.
Yeah, you guys don't like any of the same things.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I are kind of like that too, though.
Yeah, we're pretty. Yeah, that's true.
When it comes to stuff.
I did have. Well, you said when we were little kids. Anyway, that reminded me of what you did to me when I was a little kid.
What'd I do?
Uh-oh.
You were like, okay, no, he was like the best brother. You know when brothers always fight? No, I know. But you know,
sweet.
you know how they always fight? We never did. We got along. But one time, I don't know what got into you. I don't know how old I was. I was probably like, what, 5 or 6? And he wakes me up and says, hey. Out of nowhere, he wakes me up. And he says, hey, Kramer, you got to go look for your Easter basket. I'm like, all right. I don't remember this really, but they've told me the story, Mom and him. And I'm sitting there looking for it. I guess my mom comes on and goes, what are you doing, Kramer? I was like, looking for my Easter basket. She's like, it's July. It's not even Easter.
It's not Easter.
I don't know why you did that.
It's like the meanest prank I ever played.
You just did it to get him to start searching?
I guess. I don't know what. I was just like, oh, this would be funny. Maybe.
I probably wanted to play video games with you or something. You're like, well, how about you go look for your Easter basket? So you wanted to play with me.
Maybe. I was probably renting a one-player game that I didn't want to take turns on.
Why did we always rented the same video games when we went to the video store? We never just got.
That's how kids are.
It's weird.
You gotta have the same thing.
Well,
same with movies.
You don't want to roll the dice.
That's true.
Because then if you get a bad game, you're like, man, I got this for 3 days. This sucks.
Yeah.
It's like when we rented Mario is Missing. And it's like, oh, this is a learning game? Fuck this game.
Is that what that was?
Yes. It was a learning game.
That was dog
shit. Could not figure it out. I think this is the second time we talked about it on the podcast. This still bites at me. I hate it.
Well, there was one. I remember you played as. Oh, that's it. You played as Luigi.
Yeah. You're trying to find Mario, and it's just like you're running around, and it's like, what do I do?
Yeah, it is straight up a learning game because you're.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Isn't it almost like Carmen Sandiego?
I have no idea.
Sort of.
I just remember not being able to figure it out, and I gave it back to my mom. It's like, next.
Yeah.
I don't want this. But I remember at the movie. What was the
movie gallery?
Not movie gallery. It was in Castle Rock.
Kathy's Video.
Kathy's Video was one that we went to. Was it the movie house?
Movie house.
Yes.
Because there was one Klamath and Castle Rock.
Okay.
That was the one with the porno section with the
curtain. With the curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're always just
it's
like...
so funny that it's the only 2 places it is, and it was the exact same setup in both places.
Yep.
I was trying to peek.
It's in that back right counter, and you're like, I wonder if there's a thing in there, because this was back in the analog days when there was like really no internet. But you could rent Nintendo 64s.
Yep.
And I was like...
Could you really?
Yeah, the whole console. And I was like...
But it was like a dumb price.
Oh, it was stupid. It was like
so expensive.
You had to put down like a $150 deposit.
Jesus.
Because if you kept the console, they were out of console, or whatever it would end up being.
That makes sense.
But I remember like, oh man, we can rent a Nintendo 64. Oh my gosh! And this was like probably like a couple months before we got ours for Christmas. But I wanted to play it so bad because I'd played it at a friend's house. I played Super Mario 64. Oh my gosh, it's the best thing.
That's a great game. I love it.
It holds up.
I still say to this day, it's my favorite console probably of all time.
Nintendo 64?
Yeah, I think it's just because I was in my prime of playing, as a kid, playing video games.
Yeah, that's because that's why the Super Nintendo for me was the big console.
Yeah.
Because that was when I was in my formative years playing video games, and you're just a couple years younger than me, so.
Nintendo 64 for me still, actually.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I had the NES growing up and the Sega Genesis.
Right.
Sega CD. But I remember when I lived in Klamath, middle school and stuff, having the N64, and I put electrical tape over that red light, so when I played at night, you couldn't see that red light, because that light was so bright at night. If my parents kind of opened the door or whatever, and I turn off the TV, you could still see the bright ass red light. It was still on, so I put electrical tape over it to cover it.
Very smart.
And then I put I put a blanket over the TV and played it just like a weird little cave, so that way you couldn't see the light going underneath the door to the bedroom.
That's funny.
Yeah, I just fucking play Smash Brothers super late at night.
Oh my god, I love that game, but I always try to play my Matthew, and you crushed me. Man.
Yeah,
way too good. At that
He's still good.
Really?
Still good.
Is he better than you?
Well,
yeah, I'd say so.
Sometimes.
Oh, thanks.
I
have my moments.
When we played Smash, when we do Smash Sundays every Sunday for years, it was there was a few people that were usually the top of the heap. I was usually one of them.
Did you?
I was 2 for sure.
You didn't play the N64 version when you did this, right?
No, we were playing the Wii version.
Do you still play as Ness?
That was
I will play as Ness. I play as a bunch of different characters,
okay.
But yeah, Ness was my 64 character for sure.
I remember that, and I don't know how you played as him. He's so hard to control.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know how to use him when I first played that game. I was like, he's a dumb character. He doesn't have a triple jump.
Yep.
He has the best triple jump, if I'm not mistaken.
If as long as you're not in a little hole, it was great. But yeah, Adam was the one that taught me how to use Ness's triple jump. He's like, yeah, if you blast that kinetic blast into yourself,
under your ass,
you go super high. Or if you hit somebody with it, you do so much damage.
Yeah.
I was like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what Earthbound was.
Oh yeah. Me neither.
I don't know what that is still.
It's a Super Nintendo game. It's apparently like one of the best, one of the rated best RPGs of all time.
Oh, is he the character?
He's like the main character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Which is weird because that came out on the Super Nintendo, right?
Yep.
So NES came out on the SNES, not the NES.
Yeah.
So, which is kind of funny.
Oh, is that where he got his name?
I don't know if it is, but it
had to have had some.
Could be.
Well, it's not. That's not what it's called in Japan, though. Because in Japan it's called the Famicom.
The what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The Nintendo in Japan is called Famicom, like Family Computer System.
Okay.
And then this SNES was the
Super Famicom.
Super Famicom.
Oh, okay.
But were you talking about Earthbound had a different name? Yeah, it was called Mother.
Yeah.
Mother?
I don't know why.
I think it was Mothership. I think it was because there's aliens.
Oh yeah, sure.
But who knows? But speaking of video games, I've been addicted to Everybody's Golf.
God.
And I have not been able to stop playing it because it's like part. Oh, there's the bunny. He's right by the barbecue.
I've been staring at the squirrel this whole time.
Yeah, he's right there.
The squirrel is or the bunny?
No, the bunny. He's like right up here.
You guys crack me up.
Oh yeah, it's a squirrel.
I know, right?
It's a video podcast. But yeah, so it's a cheap golf game. It's $40. It's made by the same people that did Hot Shots Golf, and apparently that's what they had changed from Hot Shots to Everybody's Golf in Japan years ago, and they just now brought it to that name in North America. But it's like a golf game, but with RPG elements. So for me, it's great. You level up. So the more you use a single club, the better that club becomes. So if you do good shots with it,
sure. So
it's like real life when if you're good with a certain club,
you're gonna better with it.
Yeah, and you're gonna use it more often because you're like, oh man, I can hit a 5-iron better than I can hit my 3-wood.
I like how you use that reference because that's your best club.
That is my best club.
Easily.
And what's funny is it's one of my best clubs in Everybody's Golf.
Is it really?
It is. It's so utility. It's great. But yeah, so I've been playing with a couple friends online, which is super funny because you can taunt each other in the game.
Oh, that's funny.
So you have like positive taunts on the right, you have negative taunts on the left. So you can just boo the shit out of somebody right before they're about to swing.
And they will hear it?
Oh yeah, because it'll be like, there's one where it's like a whole crowd. It's like, boo! And the whole crowd is just like booing.
It's like the most disrespectful thing in golf ever.
Yeah, and if your character is right ahead of them, they're right in your face, so you can see your avatar just booing the shit out of them.
That's funny.
It's so good. But now I want everybody to get this game because it's super fun because you can play online together. I want Noel to get it. I want Kramer to get it. I want all my friends to get it so we can all play golf.
It's only $40.
It's only $40, and apparently it's getting harder to find now because not a lot of people bought it at launch.
I'll just get it digital anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, Kramer, your PS4 is it still shitty? Or?
No, I sent it in $100. I got it fixed.
Okay, so now your disc drive works.
Yeah,
that's good.
And now I'm addicted to watching Blu-rays because I was out of the game for a while.
Ooh, yeah.
Blu-rays. So.
High def streaming and Blu-rays. That's where it's at.
I know.
Yeah, man.
Now that I'm getting the Xbox One X, I gotta get a 4K TV.
I've been building my 4K disc collection for movies.
Are those? That's new, right?
Yeah.
Is that going to kick Blu-rays out eventually? Probably.
I don't think so. Not anytime soon.
4K
discs?
No, the UHD. The UHD Blu-rays. I don't think so.
Do they look better? Do you think than Blu-ray? Because I can't imagine.
I don't know yet because I don't have. I have a 4K TV. I can tell you 4K looks incredible, but
okay.
But I haven't seen a 4K Blu-ray yet because I don't have a 4K player. That's why what he's saying. The Xbox One X is a 4K player.
I see.
I didn't want to spend extra money on a 4K player.
No point.
When you're gonna get a console that can do the same thing.
Yeah.
So, but Noel, you've been playing
Destiny 2. Destiny 2,
which we talked about last episode.
Yeah, we talked about that last episode. But man, I've just been balls deep in that game. It's so good.
I'd say anytime I see you on Xbox Live, you're playing.
Oh yeah, it's the only game I've been playing.
Yeah, that's been most of my friends' list, save for the 2 people that are playing Everybody's Golf with me.
Oh man, it's awesome, man. I finished the campaign. It only took me like 2 or 3 days, but I mean, I expected it because it's the first game. I beat the campaign in like 1 day.
I thought it was only online.
It is online.
I thought it was strictly online.
It is.
I'm confused.
You have to be connected to the internet, yes, but you do not have to play with other people.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, kind of think about how RuneScape had a quote-unquote story. Like, there was
yeah.
quests that you could complete that were part of an overarching story,
yeah.
but you could completely ignore it if you wanted to.
Sure, that makes sense then.
Yeah. This time, going through the story mode for Destiny 2, I actually felt like I finished a shooter campaign when I finished the game.
Nice.
So it's like, oh man, there's beginning, middle, end. It's all done. But there is stuff that you can do after the main story ends. It's still kind of woven into the overarching story of the...
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Which is not like most shooters, because once you finish like a Call of Duty campaign...
That is the end.
Yeah. And now you can go play multiplayer.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one you finish the campaign, you're like, oh, now that you've beaten the bad guy, these are things that, like, because there's like this big war going on. It's like, just because you beat the bad guy, there's still a war going on. So you need to kind of take care of these things or these things.
Yeah, it's kind of like in Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Where the Emperor and Darth Vader are defeated, but there's still the Empire. There's still millions, probably billions of people that are part of it. So they're not gonna just stop because the two head guys are gone.
Yeah.
Power vacuum. Someone's gonna take control. So
I'm having a good time with it. They just released the first raid yesterday, I think. I'm not quite ready for that. I'm gonna let people play it and come up with strategies for it, so I don't have to learn it.
It's so insane to me that people like day 2 were max level.
Oh yeah,
that's insane. I mean, I get it.
I have some friends that like on the 3rd or 4th day they already had all 3 of their characters like ready to go, like maxed out. How? Like I don't even think there's that many hours in a day.
That's a full-time job.
Yeah,
that's
insane.
That's wild. I mean, I've been playing a lot of video games because I've had time off.
Yeah.
But if I'm working,
no in hell.
No
I
way.
mean, I'll play like an hour, maybe a day.
Not unless you want to be a
night.
shitty husband.
Yeah,
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like me, like I try and stick to playing the games when Tara's not home or after she goes to bed.
Yeah.
So that way she's not just stuck watching me play games all night.
that's what I do too.
Yeah. So if Chris is doing homework or she's going to bed, that's usually when I'll play. If she's not doing those things, we spend time together.
I'm usually up till 2 or 3 in the morning anyway, so
Yeah,
I have all this time that I actually still
you're
get
a
to play.
maniac. I don't know how you still do that.
I'm with you. Yeah, if I'm playing video games at nighttime, I easily stay up that late.
Yeah, that's how Paz is too.
It's the best time to game.
He won't go to
That's
bed
me
before
time.
1 a.m. for sure, and I'm like, man, I can't do it.
Even on work nights?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And for me, I'm like,
I'll go to bed at 2 or 3 even when I have to open in the morning.
and I'm the opposite. Like I'll wake up early to play video games instead of staying up late. I like being up and fresh.
Yeah,
and
I've never been one of those like.
I've always been that kid.
The only time I was like that was when I used to watch like Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
I'd get up early or for school. Get up early and watch cartoons before school.
Yeah, I don't like doing that before work. I would rather stay up late because I hate playing video games knowing in the back of my head I have to go to work.
Yes,
It ruins it.
Like if I know there's a time limit on
Exactly.
the amount of gaming I can do, I'm like stressed out. Like, oh man, I only have an hour before work, so that means I really only have like 20 minutes or whatever.
I check my phone every 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm like this isn't fun.
Yeah, it drives me nuts. I don't game a whole bunch. I've only been playing Madden, which is boring. But I played Outlast 2.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I know you liked the first one a lot.
Yeah, and I love the DLC to the first one. And I'm about 40 minutes in, and I won't play another minute of that game
Because it's too scary.
It's the scariest game I've ever played.
Dude, I've had that happen before where I've played a game where I'm like this.
The anxiety is too much.
Yeah, but I haven't played. I have Outlast on my Xbox, so it's free with gold.
You never.
I haven't started it
that
yet
one too.
because I'm too nervous to start playing it.
Well, the thing that stresses me out the most about it is you can't fight back.
At all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's-
So like if I had a weapon or something that could swing at him, that'd be one thing. But the fact that you literally cannot fight in the whole game. It's
Ugh.
just you running and hiding.
That's what I like about it.
Dude, fuck that. That's like all the worst parts of scary movies.
Yeah, I know, but that's what gives the suspense, man. You feel helpless when you're playing it. I love it. Except for this new one, because the new one has like a culty, crazy religious thing to it,
Ooh.
and that creeps me out.
yeah.
Bad. So yeah,
When there's like fanatics.
oof, creeps me out.
So speaking of scary things, we all saw
It.
Stephen King's It.
Yes, we did.
And so spoilers, if anybody hasn't seen the movie yet and you're listening to this and you want to see It, I mean, there was a TV miniseries, it's a book.
Yeah.
There's not really anything to spoil.
I never read the book, and I never watched the TV miniseries before seeing this.
Yeah, I'd only seen bits and pieces of the miniseries, and not really the whole thing.
I'm very glad I did this. I watched the miniseries, like kind of as a movie, 2 days before I saw this new movie.
That was my plan, because I said I have to watch the original to see, but I didn't. Just didn't do it.
So to put this in context is for like when I saw this movie, the new movie. If I hadn't seen the original just like 2 or 3 days prior, I would have been way more scared than I already was. Don't get me wrong, I was terrified like the whole movie. It scared the shit out of me. But because I at least had a kind of a rough idea of like, oh, this is the scene where this thing happens.
Right.
Like, I know what to expect from this. Like, oh, that was actually different though. But I wasn't just fucking holding my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're a scary movie baby.
Oh yeah, I'm a big baby when it comes to scary stuff.
Do you like them though?
No.
No, I don't.
He only went and saw it because Tara likes scary movies.
She loves scary movies.
Me too. Love them.
So I bought us tickets. I thought, she'd be happy with that. She was. She was really excited that I surprised her with tickets to it. Yeah. And I actually banked like 2 or 3 scary movies that I don't have to watch.
That's fair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, our dad, he thinks scary movies are the biggest waste of money.
I'll just spend money to get scared.
Yeah, that's his reasoning. I mean, for you, I guess it's kind of the same thing.
I mean, I understand why people would do it.
Right.
But I was just like, nope, not for me.
Yeah.
So growing up, we didn't really watch a ton of scary movies. Like when we were kids.
No, we didn't. When I became like a teenager, is when I started getting into
started watching like Friday the 13th movies.
Or with you, Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh, that scared me. I was. It's like the dumbest movie, and I get so much shit for it.
Shit.
But I was I was probably 6, 7 maybe. It was on TV,
and I was a child. I was an infant.
And those trolls scared me so bad. I had nightmares for weeks.
That's funny.
I don't know why.
So, what was your overall? If you had to give a grade for it, did you enjoy it? I didn't. Even
Oh yeah, I'd probably give it a solid 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like for me, I wouldn't use the word "like" to describe how I feel about that movie, but it was a good movie.
Okay.
For sure. Like it was good.
Yeah.
So, I usually, when Tara and I watch scary movies, I usually come out of it just like, what the fuck? That was so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, because I usually think of things that are way scarier or more like horrifying than what actually happens in the movie. So I just kind of psych myself out. I'm like, that wasn't near as bad as I thought it would be. But this one, everything that I could think would happen in the movie happened. I was like, fuck, that actually happened. That kid's face started decaying.
Oh, I give it an A-, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It was really good. I think maybe it was just the experience I had, but there was a lot of dumb shit Cowlitz County retards. I'm sorry, I don't want to use that word. I'm sorry, but a lot of dipshits.
Yeah,
just like just like talking and exclaiming, and drove me nuts. And I was like, dude, come on! Like when the movie ended and people were just like talking like right at the end, like I was like, I hate everybody. And I was sitting next to Mike and he just started like cracking up.
I actually had the group that was behind me, when it said chapter 1.
Right.
At the very end, like, are you serious? I'm like, motherfuckers, have you not heard of this before? Like,
yeah.
Of course this is only part 1.
Yeah.
When it was halfway through the movie and they hadn't jumped from them being adults or to them being adults.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they're going to do this in different movies.
And I'm glad they did.
Why wouldn't they? It's going to make $1 billion.
Oh yeah. I think the movie actually outgrossed Deadpool.
It is the highest grossing horror movie of all time.
Highest grossing R-rated horror movie, I think.
Probably.
It had the 3rd highest Thursday night release opening behind Guardians 2 and I can't remember the other one. It was
this year?
Yeah.
No, of all time. I believe. Thursday.
Yeah, something, yeah. It was
crazy. I mean, I saw it Thursday night when it came out.
I saw it Friday night, and speaking of people talking, I had so many kids in there. I was surprised. It's rated R.
Yeah, especially the first scene where the smallest kid...
That was fucking crazy.
That blew my fucking mind, man.
Yeah, because like I said, I had just watched the original, so I was like, oh, he's going to reach in, he's going to snatch him up. It's like, nope, chomped on his fucking arm.
Before he snatched him up.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
All those fucking teeth, which, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
Right away.
That was
bit his arm,
scary.
bit it right off.
That was my favorite scene of the whole movie is him talking with the kid.
Yeah, that was so stressful.
That
so
definitely
creepy.
set the stage for the whole movie.
Well, and you I mean, because everybody knows that scene. That is like iconic.
Yeah.
Even people who aren't fans of that miniseries, because a lot of people would say it doesn't hold up, whatever. But that scene is where everyone's like, "Oh, Georgie's gonna get got," but just like the way that Pennywise was talking, behaving, and you're like, "Oh God, he's gonna."
It was so sinister.
He's gonna get him, and then just like, "Oh, I'm gonna bite his whole arm off."
Yeah,
kid was screaming,
loved it.
Like
blood.
Is not even just the fact that he got him, but like the way that Pennywise almost seemed like he was getting frustrated that Georgie wasn't just like gonna come down.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And he started like, and he's like,
started drooling.
I was like, oh fuck. Oh, he's getting mad. Oh, dude.
That turn was perfect. It was played brilliantly.
Yeah.
And I think for somebody who's not big into horror movies or scary movies, it had enough lightheartedness and some humor in the movie to where it paced well. You had the kid from Stranger Things being a funny like dickhead.
Yeah.
But I thought it was great.
Yeah, like my wife Brianna, she hates horror movies, hates them with a passion, and she enjoyed it, especially because of that kid from Stranger Things.
Yep.
He's so funny.
He cracked me
as
up.
Richie.
Yeah. But that movie took place in '89.
Yeah.
So for Noel and I, we were just born at that point.
Yeah.
But it was we'd grown up enough into that time where a lot of that stuff looked familiar, like the backpacks, the house layouts, the wardrobes. They all looked very similar to like what we had, grown up on.
Yeah.
And so it felt like, oh wow, this was when I was a kid.
That not just that, but like the way like fucking kids talk to each other.
Exactly.
Like holy shit,
that's how kids talk to each other.
That's what I was.
Oh my god! It's like
your parents aren't understanding. You're gonna say some swears.
Yeah, like a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I hate to backtrack, but I wanted to tell my part of it when.
Oh yeah.
You know how the annoying people in the crowd.
Yeah.
I had a kid in front of me. He was probably like 15, and he was there with a few of his other friends, probably his mom.
Uh-huh.
And you know the scene where I don't know any of the names of the people. The girl, girl, Beverly, standing in front of the tampon aisle.
Yeah.
This kid, so audibly, like out loud, purposely for the whole theater to hear, to try to get a laugh, turns to his friend because he's right in front of me and says, "Hey, that's your aisle, Eduardo." Dead silence. No one laughed. Thank God. But dude, I hate when people go to movies and do that shit, man.
It's not a comedy show, man.
No, it's not.
he just bombed in front of the whole theater.
Yeah, not even a chuckle from his friend. Like
that's so good.
Yeah, I'm glad no one laughed, but that's a huge pet peeve of mine.
So that like kind of annoying group that was behind me, halfway through the movie, one of the dudes, it was like right after one of the many, but one scary scene. He's like, "Oh, I gotta go take a piss," and all of a sudden I was like, "No, the fuck you don't! You scared your pants! You fucking pissed your pants, didn't you?"
That's kind of funny.
They're laughing
kind of funny.
It's like, oh, how convenient! They gotta go to the bathroom. Yeah. This scary shit just happened.
Yeah, the dipshits behind me, they were just talking like, "So what's going on?" Like they had nobody had any idea. It's like, just watch the movie.
It's a very simple plot to follow.
Oh yeah, it's not hard.
It's very. I mean,
it's like all right. This scary thing is attacking people, killing them, and taking them to his lair.
Yeah, he's changing into things that scare you. It's pretty
straightforward. It's fear.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So many scenes of that movie just fucked me up.
You know what scene creeped me out the most, which I don't even think a lot of people would find it that scary. It wasn't my favorite scene, but it was the scariest scene to me. You remember when the kid grabs the egg?
Yes.
And then he's running from the zombie with no head or whatever?
Yeah.
There's like crazy music playing, and then the music stops, and then Pennywise says, "Hey, egg kid." And then he turns into the clown.
He says, "Hey, fat kid." He's like, "Hey, fatty."
He says, "Fat kid"?
Yeah.
I thought he said egg boy or egg kid.
I thought he did too.
No, he says, "Hey, fatty" or "fat boy" or something like that.
Oh, he probably says "fat boy." I thought he said egg boy.
I thought he said egg boy
because he grabbed the egg.
Yeah.
And then the music goes back, and it freaked me out. Dude.
Yeah, that was
scared the shit out of me.
There was one scene in particular that I actually just could not watch because it like triggered me. It was when Bill went down into the cellar when it was like flooded. And Georgie was talking to him.
Ooh.
And then he's, "Yo, flood too." It was in the ad.
Yeah.
And he starts screaming, but then his face starts like decaying. You can see holes in it. I can't see. I can't look at that shit because it makes my skin crawl.
Really?
Like I think it's called like trypophobia.
Okay.
It's like when you see clusters of holes in things that shouldn't have holes in it.
Right.
Fucked me up. Like I was like, nope, his face has holes in it. I can't look at it. So gross. And then immediately after that, Pennywise comes out of the water and starts I can't do the shaky thing either. Like, yeah. Oh my god, half this movie is just fucking me up.
Oh, just wait.
Yeah.
Because apparently there's spiders involved in...
Oh, I know. I saw the original.
Yeah.
And when I saw the original and I saw what Pennywise, like, turned into, I was like... I turned to Tara, I was like, no! No! Because, so, I didn't know that the new movie was going to just be part 1.
Yeah.
Just
kids.
Yeah.
Oh, so because I was always told that the spider thing was like a huge part of it. And I was like, he never even really does a spider thing.
That's going to be...
Didn't realize
that's
that.
When they're adults.
Okay,
and they go back
makes
to
more
kill
sense.
him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched the original, and the 2 days that I was watching, oh man, I'm actually looking forward to kind of seeing the comparisons. And then I saw the end of part 1 when it's that giant spider thing. I was like, my brain immediately went to, fuck, 2017's version is going to be way worse. It's going to be horrifying because this is just like a stop motion, like shitty thing. But I know whatever they come up with in CG is going to be infinitely worse.
Oh yeah, it's going to be way scary.
It's going to be horrific.
Like the projector scene.
That was
That was one of the scariest scenes to me.
Yep.
Because he's just on the wall and he has like the fucking giant mouthful of teeth.
Yeah, it's bad. But I like how this episode turned into an It review.
It review, yeah, that's it.
That's fine.
How long have we been going?
We're at 46.
Okay, cool. We got some time.
Yeah, no, I was going to ask you. Do you remember the first time I met you? I guarantee you don't remember this story. Yeah. Okay. So, it's very vague to me, but I
thought you were talking about me. I'm like,
no.
When you were born.
I said no.
Okay. Anyway,
so I don't remember what we were doing. All I know is we went to your house. Did you live in Kalama at one point?
Yeah.
Okay. It was your house in Kalama. I don't know what we did.
That doesn't seem right because he hasn't known me since I lived.
Okay, then it's definitely not Kalama.
Maybe Woodland.
Yeah, that sounds right. It's somewhere down there.
Okay.
Anyway, all I know is we went to your house one time and you went to your bedroom and there was a bat.
Oh my god, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were there.
Yeah, and you put on a welder's mask or something.
Yeah,
and had
dude.
like a
That's hilarious.
I forgot about that.
I forgot that he was there because I know you and I we've mentioned that before.
Yeah.
That was my first time ever meeting you. I thought it was the funniest shit. That you were trying to get the bat out with the welder's mask.
Dude, it scared the shit out of me.
Was it
There's a
in
fucking
there?
bat in my room.
Did you know about it before we got there?
I had heard it in the wall at one point. But
Okay.
There's like a hole in the ceiling somewhere in the house. This is an old fucking house.
Yeah, that was at your mom's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just remember, I was like, I get like every once in a while I hear like fluttering in the wall.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? And then there's one time we just ran in real quick. And then I turn on the light in my bedroom. And
start flying around.
Like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What were we doing?
I don't know why. I don't know where we came from.
We just went to pick something up because I think we were on our way to your place or something.
Did we go to Portland or Vancouver or something?
Had to have.
I can't think of what we had done. Like the
All
three of us.
Yeah,
That's the only thing I remember.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's so funny that you bring that up, though.
That's the first time you met somebody.
Not a fucking
I
bat!
met Batman the other day.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Put on a fucking welder's mask.
Oh my god. But so getting back to stories about retail, something that got me recently, something that made me remember stuff is. Have you guys ever had people just tell you super personal stories?
Yes.
Like, that they shouldn't be telling you
Yeah.
to your face while you're at work? Like, they're telling you that they're big problems?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Because this was years ago. This was back when we still sold PS2 games. I had a lady come in, and she was super haggard, and, I was like, is she homeless? She might be homeless.
You're a wizard, Harry.
And she wasn't Hagrid. She was Hagrid. But good one, sir.
Oh.
But she came in and she was selling off some stuff, and she was telling me. I was like, oh yes, typical. Oh, how's your day going? Oh, it's pretty bad. I'm like, cool. I wasn't expecting that. I was saying, oh, it's all right, or it's
kind of a
good, or okay,
question.
yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But she's like, yeah, it's not good. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate. Yeah, my boyfriend just went to jail. Oh, cool. No, not cool, but all right. Yeah, he beat the shit out of me.
Jesus.
Just going hard right out the gate.
To me, that sounds like a good day that he went to jail.
Well,
if he beat the shit out of you.
And she was like, oh yeah, and I'm glad he went. I'm glad he's in jail now because then I'm blah blah blah. I just need this so I can get some money. I'm like, okay, yeah. So for years I'm like, I gotta spend here 20 minutes with you now, and you're just gonna lay this on me, and I gotta deal with it.
Oh my god,
I'm getting paid for this. This is bad. So yeah, she's the whole time she's just telling me, oh yeah, so knock a couple teeth out, and
oh my god, got that in detail.
Oh yeah, she went super deep, and I'm looking around like, is there anybody else here that can deflect, please? Because I can't. I need someone else to talk to. This is really bad. But yeah, so the reason I remember this story, because this was years ago, is a guy he had come in and he was selling some stuff off, which is always the worst because that it's hard times. It's either somebody cleaning out after like a garage sale and then they couldn't get rid of their stuff, or they need money because they're in dire straits. And this guy was telling me that he was selling off his stuff so that he could use the money to buy his daughter something else. I was like, okay, well, why don't you just give her what you're selling and that's a gift? Oh, no, I want her to be able to pick out the thing. I'm like, okay, well, you're taking a pretty heavy, loss in terms of return. Why don't you just give her this console and then get her some games for it? And you got, oh, yeah, well, her mom doesn't like me to see her, and then starts getting deep into it. I'm like, dude, don't tell me about your personal life because I can't care about it, because if I cared about every single person that came in, I would be a mess.
It would be exhausting.
Yeah. Oh my god, my brain would hurt. I'd have to remember you, and you come in and be like, oh man, here's sad boy with his sad life. I can't handle this.
I haven't had anything that serious.
Really?
Like, if I had some people
even down in San Diego?
Yeah.
Dude, what?
Nothing that comes to mind.
Do I just have the face of somebody who's like, tell me your problems because I want to hear them?
I had something similar, and it wasn't even at work.
Was it someone returning batteries?
No. Happened all the time, though.
Yeah, because they were stealing them.
Oh, God. No, but this happened actually like 2 months ago. I was driving home from work at probably 11:30 at night. I stopped at the gas station. Go inside, come outside, and there's a lady sitting out there. And she's got like a cut in her face. And I was like, all right. She's like, excuse me, sir, can I borrow your cell phone? And I want to say no, but I can't. I feel bad. So I said, sure. So she gets on I asked for the number. So I dial it and give it to her. Then all I hear her say is like, hey, Rich, I'm calling from someone's cell phone. I will come home, but you can't hit me anymore.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
And I'm just standing there like,
cool, now this guy has my phone number.
Do I call the police? Or I don't know what to do. And then she's like, all right, I'll be home. I'm like, oh, well, okay, there we
Sweet,
go.
now this is on me.
Yeah, it's on my
I see
phone
that
record.
you recently received a call.
Oh my God. You're going to get a collect call from this dude who's beating somebody.
Yeah, so anyway.
It's like, have you been in contact with this person? The last person they called before they died was,
oh my God, I never thought about it like that.
Jesus.
Like, from your number. Like, oh, shit.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
You could have been part of a crime.
I know.
Well, you were part of a crime.
I guess I was.
I mean, you weren't an accessory or anything, but good God.
Yeah.
You should be like...
You can't hit me anymore.
You go to the cops. Yeah, so this number, apparently this guy hits people.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. His name's Rich, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Rick. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that sounds terrible.
But yeah, I thought you were going to say that the person working at the gas station was going to tell you about their terrible life.
No, it just reminded me of it.
Like, oh, man, that's awful.
Oh, fuck.
So, yeah, what... You got some stuff.
I wrote down stuff about Chris D'Elia and comedians in general.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
we were talking about
right
that
before we started recording, which we probably should have just recorded.
Yeah, that's fine.
We were just talking about stand-up comedy in general and how it stinks when you like them like on a podcast or something else that they're in, and then you watch their comedy and it's not good.
Yeah.
Well, so for example, I think Chris D'Elia is hilarious, not his most recent stand-up, but the one before that, I thought was really good.
Incorrigible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one that just came out.
Man on Fire.
Yep. The first half was hilarious still. The second half, when he starts doing the keeping it real thing, he lost me.
I don't even remember the keeping it real bit.
He talks about this little girl and a birthday party.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I kept it real. I was trying to be hard, and he was just...
It did. That was a little weird.
It was a long bit too.
It was probably like a 10, 15 minute bit or something.
And I didn't think it was that funny.
Yeah, but his podcast, it cracks me up, man. But it's one of those podcasts you have to listen to from the beginning because he does a bunch of callbacks to it.
Oh, okay.
But they work. Like, they make me laugh. So.
Yeah. I remember watching... But I remember watching his older one first, and I did not like it.
Was it Incorrigible, or was it...
that one.
There's one before that.
No, that was the one I watched.
Okay.
It was on Comedy Central, and I was like, man, I don't get it.
He's very animated and, like, a little over the top, which isn't my kind of humor.
He's kind of got a
Dane Cookie.
Very, yeah.
So, similar to that, but when I gave it a second shot, I was like, okay, I get it. This is pretty good. And I heard him on other things, so getting to know his personality... From a personal sense, I was like, okay. Yeah. Like, I think I heard him on Joe Rogan's podcast or something.
Yeah. He was recently on that.
Okay, yes. I think that's where I heard it. And I was like, oh, yeah, he's conversationally it's great. And, but opposite side of that, Tom Segura is the best comic currently.
You think so? You think he's the best? You think he's better than Louis?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go. I want to say this, though.
Okay.
I don't think he's better than Louis.
I do.
Okay, hold on. I think Louis is... I think he's the king. I think he's the number one. I think he's the best. Okay, he's the best comedian right now, in my opinion. But he's not my favorite, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I prefer Tom Segura, but I think from like a comedic standpoint, I think Louis is the king. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Like, I like Bill Burr better than I like Louis, but I think Louis is a much better comedian. Like, it's just not. I think more.
He does go to places that most people don't go to.
Yeah, his newest special was not good.
I
did not like it. It was too political. I did not like it.
The first like 15, 20 minutes, it was hard to get through.
Yeah. No, it wasn't.
And it was weird him in a suit.
Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, he didn't have a suit on. He didn't have a tie or anything.
He was wearing like a blazer.
Did he have a blazer on?
Yeah.
It just wasn't his thing. Like the two before that.
Yeah, like Chewed Up and.
Oh, you're talking about Louis right now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I thought we were talking about Bill Burr at this point.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Louis C.K.
No, but 2017 is what it was called. Louis C.K. 2017.
Right.
That one, you're right. Well, my opinion is the same. It wasn't that good. Yeah. It wasn't as good as his.
I think
Chewed Up is
a lot. Well, a lot of people have been talking about how doing an hour a year is not enough time.
I agree with that.
Yeah, because all the podcasts I listen to are people who are stand-up comedy people.
Yeah, same with me.
And they talk about how doing a 1 hour special every year isn't enough time for the material to be what's the word I'm looking for? Developed, yeah. And it's just it's
just like joke after joke after joke.
Or it's stuff that hasn't been fleshed out completely. Like it's bits that they've done a few times and they've worked, and when they go to record a special, it's their crowd. It's people who are their fans. So no matter what, even if it's not the greatest thing they've ever written, they're still going to get a positive response in the room.
Yeah,
so it's going to go well.
They haven't worked it out at like small venues like the Comedy Store and the Laugh Factory.
Exactly.
Like
and a few comedians are going from, instead of doing the big theater shows for their specials, they're going to either smaller theaters or clubs and recording it basically from like the waist up, one or two shots from like one from like the front, one from the side, no crowd shots.
Joe Rogan did that on his last one.
Yeah, very similar to that. He didn't do just from the waist up because he did the whole. It was in the theater, but yeah, he didn't do any crowd shots.
Yeah,
because it takes you away from what you're watching.
Well, Louis did his at the Comedy Store.
I like that one.
That was hilarious.
That one was excellent. Yeah. But yeah, the last theater one he did, I haven't gone back and rewatched it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the same thing, dude. Like, Bill Burr is probably my favorite comedian. He is my favorite stand-up special of all time. And his newest one is not good. Bummed me out really bad.
The one that's not in black and white.
Correct. The one before the one in black and white called You People Are All the Same.
Yeah.
I've watched it on repeat.
Right.
Cracks me up.
Yeah,
I don't watch much Bill Burr, so...
Do you watch... Who's your favorite stand-up? Segura?
I couldn't really say I have a favorite, to be honest. I mean, I like Tom Segura and I like Chris D'Elia. Like, those are ones I've been kind of like... Only two recently that I really It's bad. I love it so much. Like...
Me too.
Yeah, Tom Segura, Bill Burr, Al Madrigal,
Ari Shaffir's new one was
Ari
funny.
Shaffir, God, he's so funny. Kurt Braunohler, Matt Bronger. There's so many dudes that I'm just like, oh my gosh, he's good. And Christina Pajitsky's putting out a new special. It comes out on Netflix October 10th.
Oh, really?
I'm so excited to watch it.
I can't. It's weird because Segura's one in my top 2 probably, or top 3 easily. He's I can't get into his podcast.
Really? Oh man,
it's so weird.
I love it.
It's so weird.
It's so stupid.
I feel like it would be right up my alley.
Dude, yeah, it's perfect because
there's a lot of fart jokes. I feel.
Oh
like.
yeah, it's great.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
it's right up my alley. And the Moose Soup Lady.
Oh god,
that's where I learned about that.
Have you introduced him to Comedy Button at all?
I heard you guys talk about it on one of your old.
I think you might dig it.
I don't get what it is.
It's a bunch of people who work in the video game industry, not talking about video games, but talking about just like funny shit that happens to them.
Okay.
Or just like anecdotes. They get nostalgic a lot.
When we're done recording, I'll show you like a little bit because how I got introduced to them, I just kind of went through like my podcast app and I was like, oh, let's look up Comedy Button, and the most current episode that had come out, which I was like, oh, I'll just listen to the newest one, was actually their best of 2014.
Oh,
so I was like, oh, this is awesome. It was just a compilation of some of the funny shit they did that one year.
Yeah.
So they have like 3 or 4 of those. They have best of 2012, best of 2014. They did 2015, and then they had like their 5-year anniversary, which was about all the guests they've had on the show, and some of their favorite moments from that. So,
all right,
yeah, it's good.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I think you'd like it.
Start with those, and you'll want to listen to the rest.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've gone back and re-listened to all of them. I'm about halfway through re-listening to them.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's weird.
It's so funny
hearing about their life and then how it's changed.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and a show like that, like because like so they've been doing it for like 5-6 years or something like that. I've been listening to them since 2014.
Oh wow!
And it's crazy, kind of almost feeling like you know them just by listening to their stories and their interactions with their fans and stuff like that. So it's like, oh man,
you've met most of them.
Oh yeah, I have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
because you went to E3.
So yeah, I went to E3 and I saw a couple of them at Comic-Con, and some of the funniest things was just like the way they interact with each other on the show and like the nicknames or like the way they treat each other.
Yeah.
I actually saw it happen in real time.
That's the
like,
best.
When I saw them when I met 2 of them at E3, like Brian called Ryan Ricky Skizzles. That was just his nickname that they always kind of call him on the show.
So it's cool to see how real it is.
Yeah, it's not them being characters
exactly.
or anything. Like I was like, oh hey, I'm so glad to finally meet you and stuff like that. And then Brian shows. I was meeting Ryan, and Brian showed up. He was like, oh, what's up, Ricky Skizzles? I was like, oh, fuck, this is actually happening.
That's awesome. No, I know what you mean about knowing the people, because I listen to Bill Burr's podcast for years now, and honestly, it really doesn't make me laugh that much now, but I want to know what's going on in his life.
Yeah.
And it's weird.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know what you mean by that.
It's a little voyeuristic. You're like, what's happening? What's going on right now?
Yeah.
Because there's been a few podcasts that have stopped that I was listening to, and they just kind of quit, and I'm like, that's it? There's no more?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And like, you follow them on social media, but it's not the same.
It's not at all.
Because you're getting a picture, you're getting quick, blurbs on Twitter. It's not like, hey, this is what happened to me today. I'm going to talk about it for an hour. And it's like, oh, okay.
Exactly.
Bummer. Oh, speaking of stand-up comedy, have you guys watched the stand-ups on Netflix? It's a compilation of half-hour specials.
Is it 6 people?
There's like 6 of them.
Never watched it.
Okay. Watch Nate Bargatze, episode 1, best one on there.
Okay.
Dan Soder's is really good. Nikki Glazer's is really good, and so is Beth Stelling's. I haven't watched Dion Cole's, but dude, they're so good.
Pretty good, huh?
I was bummed that they were half hour. I'm like, oh man, it's not enough.
Kind of like that idea though.
It is. It's pretty good.
Change of pace every 30 minutes. Kind of cool.
Yeah. So.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. So free plugs there, guys.
Yeah, I know, right?
All this stuff that we like to watch.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think we're at an hour and 5 minutes. Unless you guys have got anything else to talk about, you got any other stories you want to share?
Let's see. Well, I mean, we'll go on a sour note here. So, any of you out there who have kids, just watch kids. Don't let them run amok in places of business. The other day I had kids who were running in and out of my store, and our front door chimes anytime it opens.
Oh, fuck.
So it was just constantly going off, and I have to look up and greet somebody when they come in because I want to help them out. I'm constantly like, I'm getting anxiety.
Yeah, like
because it just keeps going off, and I'm like, oh, just these little kids just running around.
Yeah.
And I had to like literally go, hey guys, you're in or you're out. You got to make a decision. You cannot keep coming in here.
Little dad move.
Yeah, I'm just like, go. Where are your parents?
No, that drives me fucking nuts. Like, even really, if I'm in public and like a kid like almost runs into me, and the parent sees it and says nothing. It's not the kid's fault. He's a kid.
He's a kid.
But the parent needs to say, "Hey,
like,
sorry, sir."
Yeah, like, hey, why don't you apologize?
Exactly.
Or
that drives me nuts.
Watch your kids.
Be such a little shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
PSA, watch your kids.
Yeah, PSA, watch kids. So, anyway. So I think that's going to wrap us up for our episode today. Kramer, thanks for stopping by.
Yes, thank you. This was fun.
It had a blast. Thank you.
Yeah, I love how nervous you were to start, and
it just goes away 1 minute in.
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
Yeah.
Well, especially nothing's different. You're just hanging out with us and we're just talking.
It's exactly what we're doing right before the podcast.
Exactly what we were doing.
No, I'll gladly come back.
It's kind of like going to the gym. Once you start doing it, it's really easy. Once you're there,
it's a very good example. Yeah,
getting there is the hard part.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I cannot do because I'm really bad at it. So
I've been doing it. It feels good.
Nice. You also have a gym in your apartment complex.
That's true.
That's awesome.
If I had
it's literally next door because the what do you call it? The management office is the building's right there. I can see it from my apartment window.
Yeah, you have no excuse then. Like,
I don't.
I didn't want to go to the gym. Oh, really? You don't want to 20 feet? Yeah.
So, all right. Well, thanks for sticking with us. This is week 2 out of 2 that we're putting up episodes, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. Good.
Consistency. Get back into the rhythm.
Trying to get back into it. Well, luckily we won't have I say luckily, but we won't be having any time off for the foreseeable future. So we'll be on a regular schedule. So
cool. Sounds good.
So thanks again for listening, guys, and see you next time.
Bye.